was not too long ago, these two teams getting together in 2023 at this very same location. Turned out pretty well for Sacramento. Indy trying to get their season on track. It's coming up. Blah, blah, blah. Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. Both these teams looking to make historic runs in the Open Cup. On Wednesday, it would fall short for Sacramento. A charge to top regional rival San Jose coming a bit too late. Well, for Indy, a clever flick and added time heroics weren't enough to overcome a more perfect union. Now, their attention turning back to the championship play. And it's Sacramento, it's Indy, and it's right here at Hart Health Park. We're you into Pitchside. I'm Rob McAllister. He's Adam Moffett. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by UC Davis Health. Adam, we begin with Sacramento. 5 games here in this park. They've been pretty good so far and really want to continue that streak.
And they've got the chance to get 3 points here tonight, and it's the first of 5 home games for the Republic. Really tough to beat at home. They want to get more victories, though. Lots of ties, but playing a tough team. Indy 11, great experience in their squad. Those players know how to come on the road. They know how to get something in these tough environments, and it's going to be a big battle. Both teams really looking to get the 3 points here tonight.
And for this Indy team, it seems like they've got this veteran presence, Adam, that they've been able to overcome really the woes they've had at home. For Sacramento, as you said, they would like to get things off with a really good start. 5 straight starting tonight, and it won't come easy. Two teams who have high aspirations for the 2025 season. Sacramento, Indy, kickoff. And starting lineups are coming up next.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
Insurance companies perform a very valuable service, but they want to keep their money. That's the nature of the process. So when our clients are clear on the type and extent of their injuries that is best for their life and their case, at Ashton & Price, we introduce you to the best medical care providers in the region. When our clients focus on their health, the legal issues fall into place. We're so confident in our approach, there is no fee until we win. And between us, we win a lot. So call Ashton & Price for a free consultation. Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by UC Davis Health. Believe in better. Western Health Advantage insurance plans that balance value and coverage. And by Sky River Casino, the premier casino in Elk Grove. A Russell Cicerone hat trick the last time these two teams got together in Sacramento. We'll see what's on store in a few minutes. Kickoff is coming up right after this.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines, and our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery. Simple, local, fresh.
Listen up.
Why do you do it?
You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously. Caltrans is working right there.
Right next to your speeding car.
My mom is out there.
That's my dad's truck.
That's my papa behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them.
And be alert.
How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert.
Be work zone alert.
Hart Health Park, temperatures in the low 90s today, but cooling off nicely for this matchup between Indy and Sacramento. UC Davis Health bringing us this contest in Week 10 of the USL Championship from Northern California. Let's begin with our team and law firm. Starting 11s, we begin with the Republic in a strong lineup here, starting to get a lot of the veteran players healthy, ready to go. Dominic Bonner, though, moving up into the 11 here, and this is giving him a higher position. As you look at Sacramento, you're going to go for it here tonight, Adam.
Yeah, good seeing Roro in there once again. He's played a lot of minutes lately, and just having his presence on the field makes a huge difference.
Led team here, and they are led by Sean McCauley in his second season in the boys in blue. A 3-4-3 tonight. We've seen them go 4-2-3-1. We'll see what that looks like here tonight. Warm evening, third game for both of these teams this evening, as this week has been a busy one. Freddie Kleeman, our U.S. Western Health Advantage player to watch, third time team of the week, and he had 16 clearances against Oakland last Sunday in the 1-0 shutout. Meanwhile, a man we are very familiar with, the goal scorer through and through, Elvis Amo, for this Indy team. Someone to keep an eye on, number 22 up top, already getting the first touches. We are underway in Sacramento. Indy 11, Sacramento Republic. 9 points for the Republic, 6 for Indy 11. Republic in red, Indy in blue. As Republic will head to the north end stands toward the Tower Bridge Battalion, who's getting the drum beat going early. In this one, already a look for Sebastian Herrera, but a deflection, and Sult is able to track it down. Hunter Sult has played every minute in championship play for this Indy side, allowing 2 goals a game, 12 allowed in 6 appearances. Aiden Quinn playing this one forward. Adam, let's begin with Indy. They go to extra time in the Open Cup against Philadelphia on Wednesday night. A lot of these key players playing multiple minutes. How do they manage that here this evening?
Interesting to see that they haven't really resorted to resting guys. That they're going to go out and they're going to try and get the points. It is a big game. Early in the season, both teams really wanting to improve their current standing. So for them, they have so much experience. They feel like they can manage the game properly, and we would love nothing more than to leave Sacramento with a big win.
A 1-1 draw last time these two teams got together in Indianapolis a season ago. A 3-1 victory behind a Russell Cicerone hat trick here at Hart Health Park in 2023. A very similar day, hot mid-90s day, early May. Sacramento seeing if they can repeat it here. Direct ball and a hard challenge from behind. And a talking to at the very least. Benjamin Meyer is going to stand over Christian Pirano. Brutal tackle here early on.
Yeah, it was Aidan Quinn. The ball kind of popped up on Christian Pirano, and Aidan Quinn goes right through the back of a little Argentine, and no doubt about it. I think he's a little fortunate he doesn't get a yellow card on that one. That was a hard hit. He gets a good talking to, and they'll have to be careful. This is a chance for Sacramento. Maybe an area they can improve upon is these set pieces, and you have number 8 over it, so you know you're going to get good delivery.
The all-time U.S. Open Cup assist leader, Rodrigo Lopez, got another one on Wednesday night. Floating this one forward. Freddie Kleeman is there, Salt in his 6. Officially on loan from Portland Timbers of MLS, a homegrown player. The first ever from Alaska. Second youngest goalkeeper. A little bit of trouble here for Pat Hogan, who's being chased by Dominic Vonner, who's in the starting 11 in the position where Russell Cicerone would typically be, and now quickly back. And a good chase. Malik Foster is disrupted by Michel Benitez. Femu, Hogan, and Musa in the back line.
Sacramento have kept 2 clean sheets with these back 3: Freddie Kleeman, Jared Timmer, Lee Desmond. And speaking of Neil Collins this week, what's it like having all 3 back? And obviously it's defensively they're really good, but also they can play. And we've seen Lee Desmond already almost sneaking a ball over the top to Sebastian Herrera, and that's ability to play out from the back and what they want to do, and be patient in the attack and making right decisions. You see Lee Desmond coming forward once again.
Des is fighting. Herrera, this one's denied quickly, now turning the other way. Malik Foster right in front of the Republic bench. And Neil Collins wants the energy and attention to pick up a bit here for Sacramento.
And that's what the threat's going to be. And it was a careless ball from Elvis Amoy. Looks a little leggy to start this game. If he finds Malik Foster there, you know how dangerous he can be. He's such a fun player to watch.
Herrera holding up nicely, brought down, and there's going to be a foul. It will go against Indy 11. Sebastian Herrera doing what he does best. Pat Hogan, former Pittsburgh center back, is whistled for the foul, and another good set piece for Sacramento early on.
Yeah, Pat Hogan. It's going to feel like Hulk Hogan after this game. Sebastian Herrera is not going to give you it easy at all.
Well, then Herrera must be the ultimate warrior. It's going to be a battle between these two, and it's never fun for these center backs. Is Sebastian Herrera making life difficult, but a really good location here for number 8, Rodrigo Lopez.
And on this side, you typically favor a left foot. Dominic Vonner is over it. Sometimes you can go up and over that wall, and Rodrigo Lopez is who I fancy.
Lopez just missed wide. Oh, it was inches away from getting this crowd up off their feet. We've seen it before, the miracle of body. Most notably in 2014, he can deliver from just outside the 18. It almost does.
He got a lot of people up off their feet. I was one of them. You see that net just rustling, and you think that he's got the better of the goalkeeper. But just the wrong side of the post, but that's a positive sign early for this Republic side.
A little flick on from Felipe. There's Pirano. He's over it. Able to keep his dribble into some space. It's Jack Gurr. Gurr toward the end line. And out of play.
Just running away from him. But if you're Sacramento Republic, you looked at this lineup and you know that Indy 11's just traveled all the way to Philly. They went 120 minutes. They lost in penalty kicks. They've come all the way out here to Sacramento. As a player, you want to go and you want to bring the energy, and you can see that early from Sacramento that they're trying to do that. And what you do, if you get an early goal, it can get some heads down.
Well, not only the game on Wednesday for Indy, but if you go back last Saturday, they go down 10 men and were fortunate enough behind Elvis Amo to get a 2-2 draw after allowing 2 early goals in that game, losing Hayden White on 2 yellow cards, ended up red. That's why he is not in the lineup this evening. So a bit short-handed already. Aiden Quinn, one of the craftiest midfielders in the championship, able to keep that in play. Sacramento, the big question, can they get a goal or two early? Trying to put this out of reach.
I don't think this early in the season the standings give a true reflection of where a team is. I think both these sides will end up higher than they currently are, and it's just a matter of time, I think, for both who start getting those wins. And they'd love, for Sacramento, they'd love that to be at home tonight, especially with those five home games in a row coming up.
These teams in the postseason the last 2 years. Fourth in the East, 51 points, 14-11-9. Indy a year ago, but a goal differential of -1. And Hogan is there, the North Carolina big man. They will step in. Ofemu, Hogan, and Musa, they're going to be busy tonight. They have each played over 200 minutes. Pirano, excuse me, that's Benitez. And Benitez thought he played it off an Indy defender. And Benjamin Meyer says no, it will be a goal kick for Hunter Sultan. Well, before starting any digging project, it's crucial to contact 811 Free Service Lounge Utility Companies to mark their underground lines. Whether your digging project is big or small, always call 811.
Sacramento, even though it's they're throwing deep in their own half, it's how can you get that ball in a dangerous area, and trying to find Sebastian Herrera. Picking up these second balls is really important. Once again, Aiden Quinn going in hard.
Benitez dribbling right into contact with Jack Blake. For Sacramento, having Timmer, Kleeman, and Desmond, 3 veterans in that back line for Neil Collins.
Yeah, they did good clean sheet. You want to see those. I think they've been tough to come by for Sacramento early in the season, but getting those, obviously, if you get those, you only need 1 to score rather than giving up 2 goals and then say, hey, you want to win a game, you're going to have to score 3 every time, which is not that easy. I think their presence, their leadership, their communication, and the more games they play together, the harder they will be to break down.
Kleeman, the newcomer to the back line. It's Connor Donovan exiting to North Carolina. Nicely done to Bonner from Roro. Lopez keeps it on the turf this time. Herrera being held from behind. Following up is Pirano. He'll find Gurr. Gurr on the ground. And it's sent clear again, but a good possession for Sacramento.
And it was really well played through Sebastian Herrera. You can see he was clearly getting his shirt pulled. And that's what he does. He just brings others into the game. And if you can find him to his feet, sometimes it's played in a little bit high to him. You play it into his feet. He knows how to combine.
Atlas disposal corner kick. First of the evening. Slight breeze headed toward the Tower Bridge Battalion in the north stands. Rodrigo Lopez. Out swinging low. This will be to the head of Indy and sends it clear.
When a team's set like this, you see Indy, almost every player behind the ball. And it's how quickly you can move the ball around and look for little openings.
A little dangerous here. Solt coming all the way out.
Offside flag. Called on Sebastian Herrera, but teams sit in like that. You just got to be patient. You got to wait. Pop that ball around. The quicker you move it, you make them move. And especially these tired legs coming on the road. All it takes is one person just to miss their job and get that opening.
Indy side losing 5-4 in PKs. Philadelphia, strong MLS side, and great performance from this veteran team. Was not afraid to go in there and put in a performance. And here's Jack Gurr. Jack Gurr drawing the penalty in Oakland on Sunday that allowed Russell Cicerone to put in the game winner. The Oakland Coliseum and a great crowd, and the Tower Bridge Battalion, many of the fans traveling out there, and what a scene it was. Hats off to these fans making the road trip to the East Bay and cheering on their boys in Old Glory Red.
You love that as a player, getting that kind of support for a road game. It's a special feeling, and I know that how greatly appreciated they are by all these players.
Not only did they get the win, it was the first shutout in the league play. Danny Video's 40th shutout in a Republic uniform. It's astounding. Only been here a couple of seasons. This one's floated. Benitez waiting. Benitez headed back, tried to find Herrera, and the flag is up again. Indy on the year, 1 win. 3 draws, 3 losses. They're struggling at home, Adam. This is a team that is yet to pick up a win. The only win of the season was the first weekend. That was down in Miami, a 3-1 victory. They've had some success. The USL Cup, the Open Cup. They're trying to put it all together. I believe they do have the personnel to do it. Aiden Quinn, one of those guys they're going to lean on. 2 goals and assist already. The California native, remember well, he is a top 10 all-time in assists in USL history. Aiden Quinn also part of 50 goals, 50 assists. What a player he was. We've seen him his time in Phoenix. At the time, they called him maybe one of the best midfielders in the league. He's got a case. He's in here in Indy, trying to see if they can get a championship with this team. And another foul whistle. A lot of stoppage in play early on here, the first 15 minutes. With that, we'll step aside and hear from our sponsor at the California Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, or get a ride share. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
So the Indy Slayer with 7 goals in his career and a hat trick here 2 years ago is Russell Cicerone on the bench. Not able to go tonight, so while he's hanging out with the team, he's not going to be suiting up. And now I ask the question, who fills in that role out of Moffitt?
Sebastian Herrera proving a threat. Here goes Vonner, though.
Vonner got a goal against Phoenix. Vonner with a step over. He's going to find Benitez. Michel puts it in the box. Gurr coming together. Maybe lost it in the sun there. Jared Timmer trying to keep it forward. And Kleeman and a mow, and it will fall out of play. It'll be a throw in.
And keep the urgency, though, if you're Sacramento Republic. You've just put a ball into the box. Just don't allow Indy 11 to get out, get set, and just keep going. You want to be relentless in these moments and try and wear teams down. Beautiful touch by Michel Benitez.
Benitez has been asked to fill a lot of roles this year. Defensive midfielder, center back, on the left wing. Here this evening, they're rewarding him for his ability, his consistency. Neil Collins talked about having someone like Benitez just be able to place him around as they need positions filled. Lee Desmond's been given some room here. Roro, a bit of a pinch. He's going to find Herrera holding up. Back heel, finding Roro on the run. And now looking to counter. Here come the other way. Indy 11, and a heavy challenge. At least heavy enough from Benjamin Meyer as he will give a yellow to Jared Timmer.
Yeah, it's a quick yellow. I'm not sure that's worthy of it. Jared Timmer just trying to sneak in and that ball off of Mo, just mistimes it, and let's go by it. The ball's actually going to a Sacramento Republic player, and he's a little frustrated about that. It's obviously the challenge earlier from Aidan Quinn. You get away with that, but he's got to be a little careful now.
USL on CBS Network continues May 28th, the Western Conference doubleheader. San Antonio FC Tulsa 5 o'clock Pacific, Las Vegas and Phoenix Rising at 7:30. Catch all the action. CBS Sports Network. On the Galazzo Network tonight, Rob McAllister, Adam Moffat with you from Hart Health Park in Sacramento. What a warm day to begin the month of May has turned out to be a sensational evening just north of the American River. Tower Bridge Battalion trying to get this crowd into it. They know an early goal could do wonders for Sacramento. Meanwhile, Indy's sort of just hanging on. I think they'd be very happy with the draw this evening. You keep it close. You give opportunity to some veteran guys who will make you pay. Here's a Mo moving backwards. Jack Blake, better midfielders in the USL Championship over the last 5+ years. Blake is still on the turf. Toronto. Gurr still dealing with that sun a bit. And now they're going to finally stop plays. Blake is going to continue to lay on the turf.
And I think he's holding his head. Maybe some contact.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I think he's holding his head, and I think he's maybe why the referee has stopped it. No foul called on the play.
Injury stoppage all season long brought to you by Restore Hyper Wellness. Use promo code SRF Cryo when booking. Blake on the year, 1 goal, 1 assist, his 3rd year in Indy. He had 10 goals a season ago. He is a very crucial part to their success. And taking a look at it, maybe caught a hand from Luis Felipe, not sure.
And he does have to go off the field and contact to the head, and he'll be called back on as soon as the play resumes. For Sacramento, again, we spoke about where they're going to get these goals from, and every time they get in the wide area, Sebastian Herrera is so closely marked by one of the back three of Indy 11. They know how he loves to get the service from the wide areas, create a little separation, get his head on the end of something.
Benitez slicing through. He's tripped up by Foster. And then a quick yellow as the ball is sent right back in Benitez's direction by Josh O'Brien. Just his 3rd appearance, first start came tonight. It's 32 minutes total played, and the Irishman, who had 25 appearances a season ago for this team, is going to play a critical role here, but now he's got a quick yellow.
And he wasn't the one to commit the foul, but what he did was kick the ball at someone who's on the ground. That will get you a yellow card. I don't think he meant to hit him in the head. Pretty good accuracy if he did, but these are always dangerous in this kind of position. Rodrigo Lopez. See Hunter Salt's just staring at the sun. If you get runners across his face, you never know, these can sneak into that far post.
Lopez waiting back, bit of a volley, right back. It's Blake again. Pirano using his body to shield him. Mo gets past him. Mo to the right. It's going to cross this ball in. Blake is there. Sacramento continuing to threaten here. Indy has done enough to not break yet. 20+ minutes in. Ball driven well. We've seen a couple of those from Timber this year. One in USL Championship play and one in Open Cup, both leading to an assist. And Blake along the touchline. He meets Felipe right in front of our center camera.
So good at that, Luis Felipe. Anyone takes any type of loose touch in the midfield, he'll get right on top of them, and I think he can really He hit a few other levels, and he becomes, that's why he's one of the best midfielders that's been in the USL Championship.
Roro finds it at his feet. Quickly back, Bonner. Bonner, a little chip over the top. Beautifully done, but Herrera had to try to stay outside, or maybe it was inadvertent. Either way.
He had no options, Dominic Bonner. It was just a sea of blue in front of him. There was 6 defenders back, and only really Sebastian Herrera. He isn't a dangerous area. Sometimes just take a shot, get out your feet, challenge the goalkeeper.
Republic have had 70% of the possession so far this evening. Neil Collins wants more shots on target.
The only real one was that free kick from Roro that had Hunter Salt a little worried, I would say. He might say he had it covered.
Now join the Republic, become a season ticket member. Enjoy exclusive benefits. Head over to the Republic website for memberships and lock in the rest of the season. Gurr making a run. That's going to be a bit too heavy.
You see, the idea is there. Jack Gurr, he knows that when Roro's going to make the run, he's going to try and find me. It's a little slick on the field. The ball just running through a little bit more. Maybe they're used to. And Hunter Salt is sending everyone forward again. They're on the road here, Indy. They're not going to take any chances building up from the back. Keep it as tight as possible. Hope to send it long, win the second ball.
Nicely done by Clean. Murphy, the former lights man. RGV, Monterey Bay, Detroit, coming to this Indy side. Got some minutes with LAFC of MLS too, 2018. And he has worked back again from yet another devastating injury he suffered last year. A piece with Rodrigo Lopez at halftime with Connor Sutton. He was also on the USL show on Sirius XM. Mike Watson, Devin Kerr, and talked about his road back, and he didn't say rehab. He said I was under construction. Just the mindset of Rodrigo Lopez. And gave a lot of credit to Todd Donovan in this club and said, look, after 2 injuries that I had, how many years I've played, they easily could have moved on, and they've had faith in me. And Adam, you just feel that number 8's on the pitch. There's always ability that magic's going to happen.
Yeah, and that spreads through to others as well. They such a fantastic leader, and all those younger players, and everyone is younger than him in the squad. They feed off that, and they see just the amount of effort he put in. Being under construction, not only his body, but his mind, just getting back out there. And he's had 2 rough injuries, but tell me someone else that can have that effect. He almost sends through Dominic Bonner, and that's the thing. He can affect the game so much. He has a huge impact, not only with his soccer ability, but just that leadership as well. And such a great sight to see him back in this field and keeping him healthy the rest of the year. It's crucial for this club and the success going forward.
And what he went through off the pitch as well is son having some health issues, and was back and healthy, and really glad to see that, and the teammates stepping up to help support him there. So it was tough mentally. And he said, look, there was many days I'm alone, in tears, and I just had to keep thinking about each day, getting a little bit better, getting back to it. I made a promise to my son to return to this game, and here he is. And all credit to number 8. And talk about not only a great person, but great coach to have on the pitch as well. Benitez, quick tap, looking for Felipe, trying to get something moving here. And now it's over the head. Malik Foster showing his pace. Freddie Kleeman's going to have to make a decision. Foster right around. Foster trying to get there, and Lee Desmond able to cut him off right at the most opportune moment for Malik Foster to take a shot. That was close, Adam.
Yeah, any young defenders watching there. Lee Desmond, he gets beat initially, but he just doesn't give up. He goes to where the threat is. The threat is the goal, and he knows Malik Foster at some point will try and get there. Not as fast as him, but he cut him off. Great angle taken and fantastic challenge.
meeting Foster where he's going to be, not essentially where he was, and that's all that.
Don't run behind him unless you're pulling his shirt. Don't run behind him. You won't catch him.
First corner kick for Indy 11. It will be James Murphy. And the right footer, this one's high into the middle, takes a hop, still a chance for Indy. Aiden Quinn is there over the head, and the flag is up. And Republic escaped the most dangerous threat from Indy this evening.
And that threat is going to be there as long as Malik Foster's on the field. You know that you might feel like you're comfortable, you've got the ball in your own half and the attacking half, but as soon as that turns over, he is a massive threat. We've seen it. We've seen it firsthand in Sacramento.
Dominic Bonner, a different role here. He's much more in the attack position, filling in for Russell Cicerone. He's played out mostly in the left wing position for Neil Collins this year. He's going to chase back. The crowd likes the hustle. Lopez will switch the field. Lopez given a lot of room in the center of the park here, Adam. Pirano. Bonner, here's Benitez. Benitez on the ground on the run. Just a tad late from Pirano. And Hunter Solt's able to gobble it up.
Patient play by Sacramento. And when you make those passes centrally, players get drawn into the middle, and it might create that overload on the outside. Dominic Vanner finds Michel Benitez, and the final ball just didn't quite get the contact on that he would have liked.
Hunter Solt playing for Sean McCullough, the head man for Indy 11 now. Back to the youngster, an assistant with the Timbers. And Solt now reuniting officially on loan from the MLS side. It's James Musa goes to ground. Aiden Quinn is unable to keep it at his feet. Pirano very active this evening. Freddie Kleeman, a little bit of danger here as Timber's going to send it back. As quickly pouncing on was Malik Foster, former Republic striker. Good look here, and it's going to be floated away.
Building a little bit in confidence, Indy 11. Starting to string some things together in the attack. Sure, I think the medical team's going to maybe come on and Jack Blake. Maybe it was that contact early in the head. Or it's a hydration break. It could be a hydration. It is. It's eating. Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, fellas, but it's going to get a lot hotter in about a month.
Some Indy guys saying it was just about a month so ago. They're playing in temperatures in the 30s, so they'll take it. Okay, Adam, real quick, just review for Sacramento. They've had the majority of the chances. They're owning possession at this point. It's 70%. But you look at really the attack in here, and not many shots, none on target.
None on target, yeah, and you're going to find it hard to score. It's not impossible to score with that initial on target. A team did that recently. You get an own goal, but they're getting in some dangerous areas, Sacramento, and it's just that final piece, that final ball played across, finding an open guy, where they do have to be very, very wary of the attack. Elvis Amo's been quiet so far, but we know he knows where the back of the net is.
Well, with this break, I'll give you a chance to tell you about Elk Grove Charter School. They believe nobody succeeds alone. Come see what a flexible education can do for your student. Just the third meeting between these two sides. Speaking of an own goal, it's exactly what happened in Indy last year. It was March 23rd, early in the season. And then Augustine Williams, 3 minutes later, able to level the game, and it would end 1-1. Of course, we talked about the 3-1 victory here. And a dominating performance by this Republic side, and that is it for these two sides. Sacramento. They got to get the crowd into this a bit too, Adam. I mean, they've had possession, they've had the looks. A lot of credit to Indy. They are hanging out, camping in that box, making sure it's nothing easy. They're almost giving Rodrigo Lopez the freedom in the middle and making sure nobody else is giving about an inch of space. This one's going to be played through to Felipe. Felipe's got Bonner. The touch was just a bit late. And a good step there by Luis. I think Neil Collins said to us is we got to activate Luis Felipe a bit more. We got to get him into the attack. He can be so good at going back and defending, and this will be a yellow card given to Christian Perrano as Rodrigo. Timmer, the former Indy 11 center back, played 2 years for the boys in blue. Dealing with a bit of an injury to start the year. He is playing full 90s now. It's a great sign for Neil Collins and this staff to get one of the fastest center backs in the league, Sebastian Herrera, and the flag is up quickly.
There's definitely some things to think about if you're Neil Collins coming into this second half, is seeing how the Indy's going to continue to do the same thing in the second half. So take a look at the bench and see who can maybe make a little bit of an impact.
Well, SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from your #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek, your tickets to great seats. And that is going to be off Elba Simone. Elba Simone with that brilliant year. A couple of seasons ago with Colorado Springs, 13 goals in 2022, led that team to the Western Conference Final, and one of the most potent offenses in the entire championship. Here's Perrano and company. They're trying to create something here late in this first half of play. Lopez directly, well done by Seba. Credit Sean McCauley and this Indy side. They have stuck to their game plan. It has worked well. Foster is able to keep it at his feet. Now he's charging forward. He's got a Mo peeling off, and Blake. Dominic Bonner clipping James Murphy. And the two will exchange a few words. So probably be the last play of this first half, where Elba Simone and Indy 11 have taken the early lead in Sacramento. Busy week. Now they're shaking it off. They do not mind, and they've got to be feeling pretty good. 45+ minutes in Northern California. Indy 11, Sacramento Republic. Full 45 is coming up. But our Modelo halftime show will be up in a few. We'll hear more from Adam Moffat and take a look around the league, and we'll check in with Rodrigo Lopez.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Wait, come back! Wait, come back, I need more help.
Take a load off it. Take a load for free.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Stay 2 nights, get a $50 Best Western gift card.
How does Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water keep you in the game? We always source our water directly from the natural spring to fuel every body, no matter how you like to move it. So whether you're chasing your goals or just staying active this summer, make sure to stay hydrated with Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Always bottled at the natural spring source.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
This USL Championship broadcast brought to you in part by UC Davis Health. Believe in better. Western Health Advantage insurance plans that balance value and coverage. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Halftime here at Heart Health Park in Sacramento, California. For Rodrigo Lopez, also known as the Legend, the very first signing of the club. Long road back to return to the pitch this year. The captain meant so much here. Recently talked about his recovery from an ACL tear and how his son, who was also recovering from a surgery of his own.
30 minutes before, an hour before, I was thinking of retiring, and, you know, just hearing him say that just motivated me so much.
That's an unbelievable story, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue one of the coolest things is you guys got to basically rehab together.
Just the whole script is amazing to me, because we get hurt a week into each other's surgeries. For me, you know, an ACL injury has nothing. It's not compared to a heart surgery, you know, open heart surgery. So we also got cleared a week or maybe 2 days, you know, apart from each other. So
Wow.
It was just crazy.
What is it like when you get to see him after you make that return?
I thank him. You know, obviously, you know, my wife and Remy and my family, they all motivated me and they wanted me to do it. But, you know, ultimately it was, you know, Roman who made the call and, you know, asked me to promise him that, and I couldn't let him down.
And just wonderful hearing from Rodrigo Lopez. If you want to hear more, go to The Breakaway, wherever you might listen to podcasts. It's Connor Sutton hosting players and coaches throughout the 2025 campaign. Indy 11 on a full moon night in Northern California has the lone goal in this one. As we'll have more, we'll go around the league at the USL Championship. A lot of news and notes and storylines to continue on as this season is in full swing in the month of May.
At Sky River Casino, experience the height of hospitality. With 18 restaurants and bars, there's something for everyone. It's taste on a whole new level. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com. At Sky River Casino, join today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Take your loyalty to new heights with rewards that add up and up. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Hello.
Listen up.
Why do you do it?
You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously?
Caltrans is working right there.
Right next to your speeding car.
My mom is out there.
That's my dad's truck.
That's my pop-up behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them.
And be alert.
How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert.
Be work zone alert.
Our first goal is we want kids to come out here and have fun. Yes, there you go. They're also going to grow, they're going to develop, and they're going to get a good taste of Sac Republic. Lots of learning and lots of fun to be had.
This week on USL All Access, look back at the week that was and an action-packed week ahead. Rodrigo Lopez from Sacramento Republic joins us to talk his return to form, hopefully Republic's return to Open Cup glory. Mark Briggs, former Republic manager, now in the Eastern Conference with the Birmingham Legion. No one knows it better than Roro and Mark Briggs. They're back together again, only on USL All Access.
Welcome back to Sacramento. An 80-degree evening. Indy 11 with the early advantage for Sacramento, who's looking to make it 2 wins in a row in the USL Championship. We welcome you inside the booth. Rob McAllister, Adam Moffat with you here at the halftime. It's the USL Championship. It is always exciting. We'll get to scores a little bit later, what has happened already today, but some, I would call them upsets, but some really big wins for those who are underneath the playoff line in the Western Conference this afternoon. But as we move forward, Wednesday night a bit rough for the league, but not for Pittsburgh. They were the lone championship side to move on as they take down NYC FC.
Yeah, with some close ones, none other than Indy 11 right behind us. They almost got there, but only Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Let's hope they make a good run.
And then the new kids coming for many of them. But let's talk about HD. It's pro officials wearing blue wristbands tonight. You might see it to honor former referee Terry Vaughn. So that is our news and notes brought to you by Best Western Hotels and Resorts. It is a night in Sacramento that should have the Republic potentially on top if you look at the stats, Adam, but it hasn't been the case so far. What will they do in the next 45 minutes? We'll hear from Adam and much more coming up.
¿Cómo se crea una comunidad con actitud ganadora? Manteniéndonos activos, trabajando y jugando juntos, fortaleciendo nuestros cuerpos, huesos y músculos con alimentos sanos, frescos y regionales. Crystal Creamery orgullosamente patrocina a atletas y equipos deportivos en el Valle Central de California. Porque cuando nutres a una comunidad, la comunidad prospera. Crystal Creamery. Simple, local, fresh.
We embody passion, grit, and curiosity.
Pushing boundaries and challenging norms.
We challenge each other intellectually
and practice kindness,
leaving a lasting impact wherever we go.
We do hard things the right way.
Soaring high and inspiring others to do the same.
It's a mindset and a lifestyle.
It's the way of the Hornet.
at Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines in our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
The United Soccer League. Sun setting in downtown Sacramento. Indy 11 in town taking on the Republic, and we didn't know what we get. These fans may be wondering, what will we see from this 11 side? Well, Adam Moffat, they came in and they have a game plan. They're going to let Roro dribble around the middle of the park. They're going to see if they can get something on a counter, and I'll tell you what, it's worked out pretty well. Not many opportunities, but they've been able. Nick Ross, who had been dealing with a bit of an injury, is back. He played on Wednesday. He is in for Luis Felipe in the holding midfielder position. Meanwhile, as we look at Indy 11, appears no changes of yet. This is for a team that, if you look at minutes played, Musa, Ofemu, Quinn, all 200-plus minutes already in the week. And then Blake and Murphy at 184. I mean, these guys are going to be pushing near 300, and that is quite a bit of miles to put on this group early on, but they're feeling good now. 3 shots, and to me the biggest is no shots on target for Sacramento, although there was the one from Jack Gers, so that is a bit off.
And Roro. So there was, we had two.
But we'll talk to our stats crew, but either way, it is an Indy 11 lone goal that has the visitors on top. Jack Gers into the corner. It's going to be a foot race and thrown right into the boards. A bit of contact from Aiden Stanley. And the two get up, and they'll be all right. Those boards have taken a beating tonight, Adam. First half, let's take a look. I want to begin with Indy. What do you think that they were able to do really well against the Sacramento side?
Really disciplined. You saw the stats there. They only 28% of the possession in there, and that's part of the game plan. We're going to allow Sacramento to have the ball in areas where they're not as threatening. You know, a lot was at the feet of Rodrigo Lopez, and it was a good game plan, and we'll try and hit them on the counter-attack. They did do that, and they got that. The 1 goal so far, but Republic get a chance here to equalize.
Herrera looking for Roro making a run in the pocket, and for Sacramento, let's go back the other way here, and got to feel good about your possession, but you probably want some more quality looks.
Yeah.
Sebastian Herrera with quality hold-up play in the first 45 minutes of this game. Was able to draw a foul just outside the box, awfully close.
This is where Nick Ross in that position, similar to what Roro had in the first half. How much time and space will he get? He's such a good passer. He's great at linking the back line to the midfield. Right there.
Jacker still like the idea, and it's now, I guess, on Indy 11. If you're seeing Nick Ross, you're giving Rodrigo Lopez some time. It becomes a different position, and who's marking who, and how can Rodrigo Lopez find a seam? And we know how well Seba works so well when he has a runner coming with him. There's Pirano, and out of his box comes Solt. Now he's going to try to spring Malik Foster. Foster able to get to it. Steps, runs right into Timmer. Timmer, unfortunately, giving it right back to the boys in blue. Aiden Quinn now room to operate. Plays essentially to Blake. The USL Championship on CBS and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on CBS Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. USLChampionship.com for the complete TV listings. Set piece here again for Indy.
Struggling to get a ball back on the field. Now we have 2. This is a little further out and no real angle. You're straight on. A couple options here. You can split the defenders up, or I suppose they're attackers when they come this high up the field, and you can choose one, or you can take a pop at goal and hope for a rebound. Get to drop it right in front of the goalkeeper.
Blake, and he'll spray it wide. With that, let's hear from our sponsor at SMUD.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands are taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're changing the world. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
A lot of contact. It looked like Betchemeyer played advantage, but maybe said get up instead. You see the holdup is still the game plan for Sacramento is to try to find the ball at Seba, his feet there. And, you know, to his credit, he has stayed healthy, he has stayed fit. He played back-to-back 90-minute matches for the first time in 2 years on Sunday in the match against Oakland.
Republic do have options on the bench. Obviously, if this game continues as it is, you've got some goal-scoring threats. Trevor Ammon got his goal midweek. Lewis Jameson is lively in the attack. You need someone who's going to threaten a little bit in behind. Sebastian Herrera's great with that ball and feet, service from out wide, but that speed is going to get you in behind.
They're making a run, trying to just create some space and some passing lanes. Kerr's going to get it out of the wing. He's going to set it off the head of Aiden Stanley. It'll be a corner kick for Sacramento. First of the second half. Brought to you by Atlas Disposal. Toronto drawing Malik Foster in. Lopez down low this time. Here comes Gurr through the traffic. It's denied. Gurr again. Unfortunately, a handball whistled first.
They almost pulled it off, Sacramento. That's one from the training ground. And
I think there may have been a miscommunication of what the play was supposed to be.
Jack Gurr did get a hold of it. A lot of bodies in the way, and it was blocked by Indy.
Quite sure the assistant's having a chat with Rodrigo Lopez after that, but maybe to determine this here. Hunter Soak has yet to see a shutout yet, and so Sacramento, you look at statistically, should be able to find a way here. Just a battle all night. The boys in blue getting this one. Malik Foster goes through his legs. And it's Freddie Kleeman down to ground, may keep it in play and does. Just a wonderful effort from number 6.
Fans urging them forward. They really want to see something getting going in this second half. And they'll get another corner kick.
Toronto through the wind, just almost a deflected ball in. Lopez heads it down, just couldn't keep it in front. But forced an own goal there, but you're right, Adam. Sometimes you just got to put it in the right spot and good things will happen.
It's tricky to get it through. Once again, get it through that many bodies. Sometimes you get a little bit of fortune. It takes a nick off someone. Gets past the goalkeeper. James Smith is taking his time. And speak about the experience of this Indy 11 side. This is part of game management. They're trying to manage, hold on to this 1-0 lead they have on the road. Very precious lead.
Seba staying on his feet, draws the foul. And Murphy is picking it up. And you're right, just the small things to try to just give them an extra moment to recover. Desmond will leave it wide.
Foster and Elvis Amore getting tired. They're staying higher up the field. Again, you've got to worry about the threat, but you also, you can send an extra guy forward.
Good poke there by Ross. Jack Gurr and company, they can feel it. They just got to make something happen here. Final third, Adam. A little more tactical. A nice takeaway there by Pirano to seal it back. Crowd likes the hustle. Just the quality, Adam, is where Republican might find.
If you look at Sacramento, they have 4 players behind the ball. These are the moments where you can get, Jarrett Timmer can get higher up the field. You see all that space out in front of him. Malik Foster, Elvis Amo, they don't want to be tracking back. They want to stay up high. I'm sure Sean McCauley's probably looking at the watch and thinking, all right, how many minutes have these guys
This is Gurr, lets it in behind. Salt comes out of his 6. Great idea.
That was a good run by Jack Gurr. It's not the first time he's done that tonight. And it's also not the first time it's just run a bit too far ahead of him. And Nick Ross doing similar to what Roro was doing. He can make those penetrating passes. Just skips off the surface once more.
You see Indy trying to pull that line a bit higher, so there's going to be room for Sacramento. They got to get guys making a run. Well, this 11 team has come in to Northern California and feeling good so far in this first half of play after finding a goal from Elvis Simone, the 36. Pirano, Gurr, keeping it low, and it's sent away by James Musa.
Get the ball back in and go again. Don't let them get set.
You want to Timmer up, and you're getting it. It's going to go right at this back line. Nick Ross steps in. Nick Ross just going to put it right around, looking for Seba and Benitez. Was able to get in front first, get a touch. Public right back at the possession.
Going to get deeper and deeper. And Sacramento continues getting that ball. Look how deep every single player for this 11 side are. Not going to push up higher either. They're going to bunker in and protect this lead they have.
Nicely done by Herrera. Just a bit out of stretch for Jack Gurr. All around the league, Adam. Oakland Roots with a 2-1 victory over San Antonio sits in the top 2 positions in the West. Phoenix Rising beating New Mexico United, their 3rd loss of the season. El Paso and Tulsa draw. Charleston with a win again. And Loudoun United, the best team in the USL Championship, with a 5-1 victory over Lexington. Elvis Amo, a bit more active. Jack Blake and company, now they're looking to pick their moments as O'Brien will track along the touchline. Lopez just outside the circle, toe touch forward. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. North Carolina, Oakland Roots, Friday, May 16th, 4 o'clock Pacific. USLChampionship.com. And someone just took a elbow to the face. It looks like it's Sebastian Herrera, and there will be a yellow given to somebody in blue, and it will be James Musa.
Over the ball. See James Murphy in the middle of the park, just organizing his team, making sure they're all doing their jobs.
Timmer is a threat from distance. 2 assists in all competitions from that right side. There's a full 5 back, 2 right in front. Basically 7 just sitting for Indy. In Sacramento, Adam, they've got to move this blue line around, and how do they do it? Pirano keeps it in front. Angling in, here's Roro. Roro sliding in. Seba's there trying to chip it across Salt. Indy got away with one. Right back. Here comes Sacramento. Musa. The delivery, and it was another chance for Sacramento. The flag was up either way on Sebastian Herrera, but we have seen that play out before. Adam, talk us through it.
Yeah, promising play, and it was the run in behind by Rodrigo Lopez that started it all, and he plays it to Sebastian Herrera. He can't quite get enough on it to get past Hunter Salt.
I think Hunter might have got a paw on it as well, and just deflecting it enough. And it's the little things that matter. 60 minutes in, Indy preserving their 1-goal advantage.
And there was the run in behind by Roro. It was breaking that line, making those runs. You're pulling players out of positions. Indy 11 would like to keep the ball a little bit. You know, by doing so, you eat up that clock, and you're also just tiring out this Republic side, who's had a lot of the ball so far this second half.
Here comes the delivery. Out comes Viniello, punches it, and a whistle comes in.
Oh, a little bit fortunate there the way that landed, and I think it was offside. Danny Vitiello, he had someone right on top of him. He had to go with the punch.
Bonner tried to play it forward to Benitez. Sacramento will play 5 straight at home. We'll be back at it against Las Vegas next weekend, and then a week off, and then back with Las Vegas again, part of the USL Cup as Jägermeister Cup continues throughout the summer, and then FC Tulsa on June 7th and June 14th against San Antonio. So for this Republic side here, a really great chance to move up the standings in a critical part of this stretch where you have so many home games. Really no excuses not to get points. This, meanwhile, is a bit trouble for boys in blue, but Stanley able to recover well. Pirano, triple team. He continues to dribble.
Some tired legs out there. Christian Pirano, he just had no options. No one really helping him.
The only change so far for Sacramento, Nick Ross came in for Luis Felipe at halftime. 4 more can come in for Sacramento. No changes so far for Indy 11. Quite surprising after, again, the minutes played by this team in the last week here. Jack Kerr having to recover nicely against Stanley. We haven't seen it so far this year for Aiden Stanley, but he was second in the USL in crosses last year with 227. Ended up with 7 assists. Supporters waving the flags here. They're trying to see if they get a stop on a throw-in by James Musa. Clearing that one right back to Musa. Is Freddie Kleeman. And he just trying to take any momentum out of this game. They're working on a possession spell here. Foster, give and go. It might be too heavy. Keeps it in play. It's across from Stanley. Almost a second goal as Amo came crashing in. Sacramento escape.
It's an amazing piece of defending by Lee Desmond. So many times you put that in your own net, but he knows he's got people just right on his shoulder, and he has to get underneath the ball, redirect it away. That's beautifully done.
Republic will make a change here soon.
They do need some fresh legs in this one. Inject some life as they try and salvage something from this game.
Musa on the ground, and Kleeman gets a foot to it. Freddie Kleeman, the 11th overall pick by Austin FC in 2021 out of the University of Washington. Helped lead that team to a Pac-12 championship, and already this year, 3-time Team of the Week member. Indy's got to be feeling good about these last few minutes. Almost gets a second goal on top of it. And they're not done. Famo.
Couldn't really challenge that. He put pressure on the goalkeeper. He would have been offside if that came to him.
Stanley with a push in the back. The whistle comes, and Sacramento will get possession back, and with it a change. Lewis Jamison, a goal in the opener. And he will come into this game. He was Team of the Week selection in Week 1. 23-year-old. How will he have an impact? Over the top first. Jack Blake and Dominic Vonner. It will be a throw for the Republic, and Blake, with a bit of a late shove, is getting a warning. And that will bring Lewis Jamison into this game for Sacramento in the 66th minute.
Yep, and he is coming in for Christian Pirano, it looks like.
How does he combine with Dominic Vonner and Sebastian Herrera here?
Well, I think he's going to be a little higher than Pirano was, and what you want him to do is play off of Sebastian Herrera. Sebastian's going to occupy the back three. He's going in, Jamison, and he's going to give a few messages to Rodrigo Lopez. And these are again the moments where Sacramento is players behind the ball. Jared Timmer can step up. Sebastian Herrera is dropping a little bit deeper. Now he's got to make his way into the box.
Gurr whipping this one in. Roro went low for it. Nick Ross. Bonner. Benitez angling in, finding Ross again, who has a bit of room here. They've left that pocket wide open. Lopez just a bit too soft, but Sacramento gets it back. Roro chips to the top. Benitez denied at the 6. What a defensive effort from Pat Hogan to deny Republic a clean look on goal.
It's good build-up play again by Sacramento, and that's where the threat's coming. They're making those little runs in behind, and the initial one didn't come off, and Roro wins it back.
Still plenty of time for Sacramento here, Adam. This is have that feel of more the 85th minute. We're in the 68th minute right now.
So much time left in this game, and you don't want to overcommit too much, but at some point you do need a little bit more. Again, how many players behind the ball right now for Sacramento? Probably a little too many.
Stanley laid it back to Solt. And Nick Ross will turn and move up pitch.
Jamison has to try and get involved in this one. You're brought on a game to make an impact. For him, he's brought onto this game to get a goal, get the team a goal.
And here comes Indy. Picking their moments. They're going to let Sacramento know about every 3 or 4 possessions by the Republic. They look to go. But now Sacramento has a chance of their own. 9 bodies just sitting back. Through here. Benitez is going to service this one. Back posts. Hebo! Seba went up for it in the 6.
And he won it. Sebastian Herrera, unfortunately for him, it came off the back of one of the defenders for Indy 11. But we're definitely seeing some tired legs from Indy 11 tracking those runs.
And here comes some changes for Sean McCauley's side. As Edward Chiza out of Pittsburgh from a season ago with 12 goals. He'll take Elvis Samo out of the match. And Romario Williams. 60 goals heading into this season. Another veteran striker into this game. They can taste it. They get one more. This will send it as Malik Foster comes out of the match. So it's Chiza, Blake, Williams, and Quinn, Stanley, Murphy, O'Brien, Ofemu, Hote, and Musa. And for Sacramento, it's Bonner, Herrera, Jameson, Gurr, Ross, Lopez, Benitez, Desmond, Kleeman, and Timmer in the outfields.
2 pretty good subs to bring in. Guys with plenty of experience. Job by Elvis Samo, Malik Foster. They've done their part. They've given their team a chance of heading home with 3 points. Both of them played a big hand in that goal.
Malik, a real threat with his pace tonight. Could have had another, but leaving Sacramento a chance here. Seba turning. Still about 20 minutes left in this game, Adam. Seba coming through. Jameson is there. Here comes an opportunity from Long. And Benitez will watch this sail out for a Sacramento corner kick again in 72nd minute here. Corner kicks brought to you by Atlas Disposal. It'll be Rodrigo Lopez again. As Roro can deliver with the best of them. The all-time assist man in Republic history with 43. Would love to add to it here. Back post, Seba being held. And a whistle goes against Sacramento. Well defended again by this back line.
They want to get that ball back in, and those are the areas where Sacramento feel like you're going to get corner kick. Can you get a goal from it? Can someone step up? One of those big defenders coming up, can they open their account for the season?
Choosing the right health plan for you and your family is simple. Western Health Advantage. Check out their affordable plans. They've been keeping the community strong for more than 25 years. Stanley much more active here in this second half of play as they've really worked along the right wing here. Ofemu keeps it on the ground for Blake. Blake sees daylight. And Benitez with a nice piece of defending to ultimately end that attack from Indy.
Go Nick Ross, you get a ton of space, drive forward with it.
Deflection here. Williams and Chiza up top with fresh legs. Chiza drafted by the Revolution in 2021.
Run from Roro. It's just that ball. It's on. Nick Ross knows it. Uses his hands on his face. He knew that was a perfectly timed run from Roro, and the ball has to be on his feet. And if it was, he's going through on goal. the little moments, and that's where it's those runs in behind that are causing some danger. But I don't know, Roro can continue making them for the full 90 minutes.
Let's hear from Pacific Office Automation.
Pacific Office Automation is your one-stop shop for office technology, copiers and printers, managed IT, unified communications, and more. Visit pacificoffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
An overlapping run from Timmer. Little give and go. Gurr trying to draw in Lopez. Here's an opportunity. Punched away. Chip right back. An opportunity for Jamison to level this thing. Took a bit of a high hop on him. He tried to get it over the hands of Salt. And he knows that was a golden chance there by Sacramento at him.
Yeah, it came at him quick to his less dominant foot, his right foot, but disappointed he didn't challenge the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, didn't even take a hop. Look at this, just right. You don't get many of those hit back to you, but Seba was waiting. Either way, another hydration break. I don't think I've ever seen two hydration breaks. It's 75 degrees out. And a nice pace either way. Okay, 15 minutes plus here for the Sacramento Republic. Indy is just sitting back. They are daring someone to come up the spine and make something happen. And there's going to be a bevy of changes now for the Republic.
Yeah, they have to keep going, Sacramento. They really need to kind of throw everything at this in the last 14 minutes. And obviously have to be mindful of giving up another goal, which could end this game. Substitutes coming in will bring another bit of energy.
They're bringing energy. They got the Thunder Sticks. Those allowed in Scotland? You didn't have Thunder Sticks growing up, did you?
No Thunder Sticks, no.
And
I don't love them in my house either.
Being replaced by Blake Willie, the youngster, has gotten significant minutes here in 2025, and then you're going to go to a back four here, and Freddie Kleeman comes off, Ryan Spalding in, or Benitez maybe coming back, and goes to the left side as Kleeman comes out of the game, and he has played just about every minute for Sacramento so far this year. And reminder for those who are seriously injured, best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price for a free consultation. Crowd trying to make some noise here. 78th minute counting. 15 minutes left to go. 36th minute. It was Elvis Amo from Aiden Quinn who picked up his second assist on the year. Ryan Spalding, the former Tampa Bay winger and left back, is into this match here. Right back to Indy. Well, we know Ryan Spalding has a great ability to serve crosses in from that left side. He'll be asked to put something on the money here in the last part of this game. Spalding moving a bit higher. Dominic Vonner's moved to the other side. Vonner's got room now. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Select, the player's choice. Third matchup between these two sides. It went 3-1 Sacramento and then a 1-1 draw in Indy a year ago. We'll have 10 plus minutes to find out how we will end here in Northern California. Seba still battling. Nick Ross trying to push it forward.
Straight away, Lee Desmond's on it. Ryan Spalding getting wide. some service in the box. They've kept Sebastian Herrera in, hoping that someone's going to deliver something for him.
Jamison hunting as well. Serve low. Easy enough for Ofemu.
Don't let them out. Look how deep everyone is for Indy. Get wide, get high and wide. It's going to stretch them. It's going to create some spaces.
I imagine as a player, this is very difficult and frustrating to play against. But Republic have had chances. Salt has come away with a couple of denials. Back line has continued to play well, and Sacramento has not been able to take advantage quite yet. Can they do it here in the final 10? Desmond forward. Seba tried to leave it off for supporting player, and it would have been Willie. You can join us back here for the second of 5 straight home matches. May 17th, that's next weekend. Las Vegas Lights coming up from South Nevada for Native American Heritage Night. First 1,500 fans will receive a free scarf. Get your tickets now, sacrepublicfc.com. Either way, we sort of expected this from Indy, but after they got the goal, they really hunkered down for most of this game.
Really good game plan. They executed it perfectly through 80 minutes. These last 10 minutes, we'll see if they can pull it off. For the Republic, again, they just don't look like they've got any ideas, and that's what you want to see, a little urgency from Ryan Spalding, but as it turns over, got to be careful. The kind of games where it might take a little bit of moment of brilliance, someone doing something individual, whether it be a shot
or a good run. Jamison battling with Ofemu. A misstruck ball here, and Williams will wait for it, and he can't keep it at his feet. Can Sacramento move quickly? Trying to draw in Romario Williams, and Musa misstruck. It's headed down, and it's going to be an opportunity here for Sacramento, a corner kick, as Musa is unable to clear it forward. It'll be Lewis Jamison to take the first corner other than Rodrigo Lopez tonight for Sacramento. It'll be an end swinging ball here. It'll bring up an opportunity for some of the back line. Back post, charging is Timmer. It's still in the 6, and Salt is able to snag it just outside the bars.
And you got free jar Timmer at the back. I don't know if he just hesitated a slight bit. The ball was maybe a little lower than he thought it was going to be. It looked like could have maybe went with his head.
Salt has shown some quality with that foot. I mean, he has sent some deep balls. There's a reason Portland Timbers have found him to be a young, promising player. This is a square ball, level enough for Indy to keep it, and really had danger written all over it. And now Sacramento flying around trying to force a turnover.
And Indy keeping this, and he's not really keeping this with the intent of we're going to keep it to score. Foul given on Sebastian Herrera. They're keeping it with the intent of let's eat as much clock as we can.
One more change. Trevor Hammond, who scored against the San Jose Earthquakes in the U.S. Open Cup in the final moments, will come into this game for Sebastian Herrera. So a much different look than the Pirano-Herrera matchup from earlier. So Jamison, Hammond, this means someone's got to send some cross, someone's got to make some runs, preferably 2 or 3 Republic strikers. Ofemu trying to line something up. Not headed up particularly well by Sacramento, but Blake Willie comes all the way back. It's going to be right into some space for Stanley. Stanley with a good look. Danny Vitiello will throw it forward. Get Sacramento on the run. They got to spread this Indy team out, not let them get back.
Need a little bit more height on this right-hand side. Someone get higher up the field. Dominic Vanner's trying to fill it in now. You get high and wide, you're going to pull those defenders out. You should create little gaps.
Bonner brought it down. Bonner with the follow-up. It's Salt with the save of the night. Oh, what a look from Dominic Bonner, and a great delivery. And I don't know if he knew much about it, Adam. What a stop by Hunter Salt.
Yeah, he didn't know too much about it, but he got down really, really well. It was a good touch by Dominic Vanner and through the body of James Musa. Salt gets anything he can on it. Stop that ball going past him, and it's still 1-1. What a chance that was for Republic.
Las Vegas Lights taking on Colorado Springs Switchbacks this evening. They are locked at 0 in the second half, 60 minutes in. Another change. As Finn McRobb into the game for Aiden Quinn, who has the assist to Elvis Amo tonight. Las Vegas currently 6th in the West. This is the team that sent Republic home in the playoffs in penalties. Trevor Hammond's first touch. And now Jared Timmer in a foot race with Williams. Mario Williams, a veteran. Able to transfer from Hartford midway through last year to Indy. He's been around the league for about a decade now. That is off McRobb.
Really taking the fans out of the game in this one. Indy 11, just the way they're managing it.
Well, they came in here to try to get a point at the very least, and when they found a goal from Elvis Amo, it changed to a, we're not trying to make this an entertaining one, to let's get 3 points, a much needed 3 points. They certainly sit at 6 points on the year. Dominic Vanner almost leveling this game a minute and a half ago. A brilliant stop by Hunter. Ryan Spalding lays it off to Willie. Nick Ross trying to force something. Jamison. Salt comes out. Should have been a bit off the mark tonight. The final third has just not been kind to Sacramento, Adam.
It's just that ball just slightly off, and Nick Ross, he knows it. He knows he's capable of putting that exactly where he's trying to. Just a smidge too much. It's great to see Nick back healthy. Make a big difference for this side.
Hear the fans. They're so over seeing Indy just sit back in it, but if you're a fan of the boys in blue, I mean, you really can't argue. Would try to preserve this lead. Spalding is going to try to cut through.
Foul there. When you do foul, you're just gonna eat up some clock for the opposition.
Well, if you're a craft brew fan, June 14th, it's presented by Sky River Casino. They're going to have another 20 or so breweries coming in for the match. Prices go up May 31st, so get your tickets now. clock-killing effort will begin immediately by this Indy side. Now can Sacramento get them stretched out? Can they move a little bit faster here? Jack Gurr is going to do all he can. But again, you see 5 quickly back by Indy. This 11 side has seen a few go up, but they're not getting very high up on that back line, allowing them to recover.
Not leaving too much space behind them. Sacramento, you're in the last 30 seconds of normal time.
Jamison comes to it. Willie will take it back. It's not enough movement right now, Adam. Here's Benitez, though. Will this be the chance? Good recovery. Spalding has space. Again, Indy has been able to find some room. Spalding just trying to do anything.
Yeah, they'll take that, Indy. You know, Ryan Spalding is trying to create something and gets a little bit of time and space to take a shot with his right foot.
Republic right now in 10th place in the USL Championship Western Conference standings. A couple of teams have played 9. Unless this Indy team, veteran team, they're not going to be ones that are going to be easy to beat all year long, and you'd imagine they'll move their way up the standings as this year goes along. Stanley, he's just going to chip it all the way across.
Wide open for Mario Williams if he got it to him, and they've thrown a lot of bodies forward here. So if you're Sacramento, get up the field, leave them. And the Indy 11 players are running back into their positions quicker than Sacramento players are running forward to theirs. It's not a positive sign if you're trying to get something from this game.
Fingertip away from leveling this is Jack Gurr. Ammon back. Benitez comes flying into the 6. It will be a corner kick for Sacramento, Adam. There's life.
There is. There is. You get a good delivery. You can send pretty much everyone into the box for it. They don't have as much height as they did at the start of this game.
Outswinging ball, waiting for an opportunity. Sacramento lets it go all the way through. Jack Gurr will send it back. It's going to go off of backside of Finn McRobb. And Timmer just trying to keep something in this half here. As time is winding down for the Republic. At this point, Indy has bent, but they have not broken. And Republic, meanwhile, have just been too patient right now, Adam. Trying not to force it. It's such a unique balance. About 2 minutes left to play here in Sacramento. Nick Ross, he's got Gurr. Jack curling. It'll come all the way to Spalding, and Spalding is run over. Really a silly foul from Indy.
It is. It gives a chance for Sacramento from the set piece, very similar to a corner. There's no need to make that.
It's
Chiz it's all the way out there. If you're Sacramento, you've got Lewis Jamison over the ball. Jack Gurr could probably get up in the box as well. You got Ryan Spalding outside the box.
Scotsman delivers, headed by Lee Desmond. And Vonner will track it. Gurr has room. Gurr's going to get it away and off the face of Williams, but it will be another corner kick for Sacramento.
Get more people in the box. Get someone around that back post. So many times this ball goes right through the back.
Why not bring Vidiello up?
That back post, Blake Willie, Ryan Spalding's got to be there.
Right back, headed, it's to Vonner. Vonner with a left foot, recycles this, Sacramento. Ooh. And here's the follow-up as Lee Desmond, and there's going to be a last-minute penalty. The delay from the official, Benjamin Meyer, waited to see how it played out. And it may have been on James Murphy taking out Lee Desmond here in the final moment of this game. Let's take another look at it, Adam Moffat.
And you saw as it happened, Lee Desmond gets to the ball, and it's Chizza right through the back of him. And that is a penalty kick. That is clumsy. Doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Right through the man. And it is a penalty kick to the Republic.
They won on a penalty kick drawn by Jack Gurr in Oakland on Sunday afternoon. And now here it's Lewis Jamison who will concede it to Trevor Ammon to level this game at 1-1. A Chizza foul who came in as a sub to not commit this very incident. It occurs, and now Sacramento can salvage a point here. Trevor Ammon, 2 seasons ago, the USL League One leading goal scorer. Double digits for the Republic in 24. His lone goal in all competitions coming Wednesday. He has a chance here, and he levels it! Trevor Ammon, the Denver, Colorado native, has got the Republic fans riding high as they get a bit of life in the final 30 seconds in this one.
Wow.
I mean, it all starts with a foul, and Murphy was pleading the case, but pretty clear here, just going all the way through Lee Desmond.
It is clumsy, but well done, Trevor Ammon. He steps up, he holds his nerve, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that is a lot of pressure.
Well, not done yet. Danny Vitiello has a bit of a dangerous one to deal with here. And there's the whistle. Sacramento has found a way in the end here. Trevor Ammon in the 90-plus minute. Adam Moffat, 2 straight games, penalty kicks, ultimately giving Sacramento a point. Indy 11 has to feel absolutely gutted here. They had this one in the bag.
They will. I mean, I think if you told them before the game, hey, you're going to get a point from Sacramento, they would be happy based on the circumstances. But the way the game went, they will be disappointed. They executed their game plan exceptionally for 93.5 minutes. And it was just that mistake at the end from Chizza. And that is how it's going to end, 1-1. It didn't feel like Republic were going to get anything from this game.
And well done by Trevor Ammon. You come off the bench. You have about 2 touches in this game. Lewis Jamison goes over the spot. I don't know what the discussion was during the week, Adam, but Trevor Ammon steps in, says, I got it. And you know what? Unflinchingly, he made the right move at the right time. And you got to look at Sacramento is just battling. You felt like maybe you're the better team. And, well, in the end, it's Sacramento who earns the point, and it's Trevor Ammon who earns our Western Health Advantage Man of the Match.
Yeah, it's a lot of nerve to take that. Everyone is just expecting you to slot that away, but that is very hard to do, and he held it. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, Trevor Ammon, and big congrats for taking that burden, because it can be a lot. You miss that, and it is a sinking feeling, but great for him. Goal midweek, goal tonight.
And his first USL Championship minutes this season, Adam, comes in and provides a point for Sacramento here at home.
Great for him. Hopefully that confidence keeps going. We know he's capable of scoring goals, and that's something the Republic really do need right now.
Republic, they earn a point, 1-1. They go to 10 points on the year. Indy to 7 points. More in the postgame show coming up. Don't go away.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Our first goal is we want kids to come out here and have fun. Yes, there you go. They're also going to grow, they're going to develop, and they're going to get a good taste of Sac Republic. Lots of learning and lots of fun to be had.
Back to Heart Health Park. Rob McAllister, Adam Moffett with you. And our final score brought to you by Jessup University, 1-1. And in the final moments of this game, this man, Lee Desmond, able to draw really a silly foul on Chizza there. And it sends Trevor Ammon to the spot. Lee Desmond, I know this is one of those games, very frustrating, but they got a goal early, and they kind of felt like this was going to be the game plan moving forward. How did you guys persevere at the end here?
Yeah, I felt the only way they were going to, but we didn't create as many chances as we would have liked for the amount of possession we had.
Lee, well done getting that penalty kick.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I probably should have scored beforehand for the header on the free kick. I just didn't get the right contact, but I'll take it. Is that an assist?
Yeah, it's definitely an assist.
I'll take it.
Definitely. Yeah, but again, you spoke about obviously, playing against, it's early in the season, you're going to have these kind of situations at home, teams trying to get that goal. And what do you guys take from this?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about early in the season. Like, we haven't got going now, and we've played enough games, but I'd like to think in the next few weeks, we've got a lot of experienced players back. I know Russell was injured, but that's not going to be a long-term one. And we just need to get going. We're out of the Open Cup now, so we focus on the league and the Jägermeister Cup, but we want to get some runs going in the league and more clean sheets.
You have 4 matches straight here at home after this one. Take on Las Vegas twice. That's always a challenge when you face teams here. What difficulty will that face? There is a week in between, but as you face the opponent for 2 weeks in a row, does it give you more time to prepare?
I'm imagining, going from the league to the Jägermeister, both teams might make a lot of changes, so it might be 2 completely different games, but obviously there's a little bit of history there after they eliminated us last year. But they've got a completely different team. We have a lot of new players. We'll do our homework and like I said, try and improve, especially our home form.
Well, it's good to see you back out there, and congratulations. I hope your back's going to feel okay tomorrow. Yeah. That was a bit of a shot, but I know it's going to feel better after earning a late point at least.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's Lee Desmond, and thanks for him for joining us here. And what a night. Adam Moffett, I mean, you know what Indy was going to do? We felt like the energy was going to be for Sacramento, and they just got 2 chances. This one they're able to convert on a counter, and Elvis Samoa, he's one of the better goal scorers in the league, and took it with all class. And from that point on, it was a lot of credit, a huge applause to Trevor Ammon. He hasn't been in the 18. He hasn't been getting minutes in the U.S. Open or USL League Cup. He gets minutes in the Open Cup, converts a goal late. You know what? He stayed with it mentally. And to his credit, you go to a penalty spot, Adam, that is not an easy thing to do, to step up, knowing that this game is on the line.
Yeah, it really isn't, and not many players will want to do that either. So, and I think for him, he wants to prove to Neil Collins that he can score goals. He's got 2 on the season now. So That's what he's capable of doing, and the club needs more goals.
Let's take a look now at our Western Health Advantage upcoming schedule. We talked about it, Vegas twice in a row. The second one's going to be the Jägermeister Cup, and talked about that before. It is all about scoring goals, and Sacramento, while they got the win, several teams above them scored a lot more goals, so you've got to find a way to get in the back of the net. And then Tulsa at home, San Antonio, and then on the road at Birmingham Legion, where Mark Briggs has taken the head coaching job here in the mid part of the season. Well, it wasn't as entertaining, I know, for fans here tonight, but Indy 11 wasn't here to make friends with Sacramento, and they were able to secure at least a point on the road in the Republic, fight all night long, and one take our entire crew here in Sacramento. I'm Rob McAllister, he's Adam Moffett. I want to say special thanks to our producer David Saunders, director Derek Duaro, and our wonderful, wonderful team and our stats crew and everybody here who's putting so much work in all day long. And worth it now. Got a point for Sacramento. 1-1. This one ends. So long. We'll see you next week.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.